Rocky. Hi, Rocky. Hey, you good boy. Well, as you can see, I did my dishes. I did. Yeah. And now what I'm going to do, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give Rocky a licky treat. You're damn right, because it's Sunday, eh? And Sunday is licky treat day. It's licky treat day, Rocky. 'Tis. Let me give you a licky treat. Look, he's perched right up on the edge of the table there. He's all excited. He's all excited about his licky treat. Ooh, let's have a look and see here. What do we have? Ooh, chicken and beef. Poulet et al bouffe. Okay, chicken and beef. Look at that. Look at it. Yeah. Okay, I have to open it up, sweetie. You see him there? He's munching away there. He wants that. He does. He says, "Give me that damn thing, you. Don't tease me. Don't tease me," he says. "Look, don't tease me." Oh, all righty. Holy smokes, Rocky. Okay, here we go. Him reaching there. There you go. A licky treat for you. He loves these things. See him there with his paw. Just, he's pretty cute. He's not feeling the greatest, but he still has an appetite, especially for licky treats, eh? I got my phone plugged into the power bank over there, so I'm kind of tethered to a cord here. All right. Look at you eating licky treats, eh? It's nice to see him enjoy himself, you know. There isn't a whole lot that gives this little guy satisfaction anymore, you know. He's old and he's not feeling well. And the winter has been hard on him, just like it has been on me. And he's not getting any tail, just like me. And he's broke, just like I am. And, yeah. But he loves his licky treats. That's the one thing that brings him some solace. And that makes me happy. Yes, eh? He can't go out and hunt right now like he likes to. See, I gotta squeeze it now to get as much as I can out. I want Rocky to get his money's worth. I do. I want you to get your money's worth, Rocky. Money's hard to come by these days, so we don't want to waste, eh? We don't want to waste any licky treat, I'll tell you. Heaven forfend we should do that. I think this is going to be the end, though. It looks like it. Looks like that. He got his tongue there. He just licking away. He loves that licky treat, he does. Let me just give it another squeeze here. Reminds me of a guy I knew years ago. He'd be sitting there, and back in the 80s, and all of a sudden he'd just bust out with a rounding chorus of, he would go, "Geez, Louise, give me just one more squeeze, huh." He'd just do that in the middle of, it'd be totally out of context. He'd just be sitting there. I don't know if it was a nervous tick or what it was, but this guy I knew used to do that. You'd be sitting there, and all of a sudden, you'd hear, "Geez, Louise, give me just one more squeeze, huh." Anyway, that was his thing, I guess. He was the "Geez Louise" guy. He was engaged to one of the daughters there at a place where I boarded after I left home. But yeah. He and I had the same last name too, Fournier. Only he was from another Fournier family in town. There were two Fournier families in town. And actually, my Fournier family was the Catholic Fournier family, and his Fournier family was the Protestant Fournier family. That's it. There was a Catholic Fournier family and a Protestant Fournier family in Perth. And, but yeah, I remember that. He was quite the character. But, hard-working fella. He used to work insulating houses. and he was a hard worker. But yeah, that was the story. His father had died when he was 9 years old, and there was a funeral home in Perth called the Morrow Funeral Home. And Mr. Morrow was a real prick anyway, and his funeral home went out of business. And anyway, the Morrow Funeral Home, and we used to always know whenever the Morrow Funeral Home had a funeral on, because Drummond Street West used to get blocked up if they were going out to the Protestant cemetery or whatever. It would always get blocked up because the hearse would break down. His hearse was always broken down. I don't know if he ever did a funeral procession where his hearse didn't break down on the way to the cemetery. But I remember Drummond Street West in Perth being blocked up a lot. And it was always because of his damn hearse breaking down. But anyway, this fella that I know, who I call the Jeez Louise guy, he was sitting on the step of the funeral home crying because his dad had passed on. And he was at his dad's wake, you know. He was 9 years old, and he's sitting on the step crying. And Mr. Morrow came out of the building and said, "Hey," he said, "you know, none of that." He said, "Buck up and be a man." That's what he told him. Anyway, the place went under. I wonder why. And then Mr. Morrow opened up a laundromat. And he was kind of known for rubbing up against the ladies when they were bent over the machine, you know, retrieving stuff and whatnot. He'd make a point of going past them and rubbing his crotch against their ass and stuff. He was a real gentleman anyway. But yeah, but that's the story. He's long gone now. He passed away years ago. But yeah. But what a character. Anyway, I'll tell you this much. We had some of those around Perth, characters. We did. Anyway, I'm going to sign off now because I got more chores to do. And then I want to kind of take it easy. So we'll see y'all later.